in the corner, if they put BloopBloop in the corner and they put them in situations to where they cannot set up the set play, to where they can't set up the orbs, to where they can't set up the projectiles, if you find a way to keep him guessing, especially in the corner, then Kepler might just have a shot to reset this bracket. And BloopBloop, look, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Only thing BloopBloop has to do is literally the same thing that they've always done. Get a life lead and force your opponent to make mistakes. And we're going to find that here. Grand Finals, Lone Star Championship Series, and now Fatal Fury. And now we are in the city. This is going to be the last, possibly, last match of the day.
In city limits and out of control, folks. Welcome to Grand Finals for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves here at Lone Star Combat. Call sign twitch.tv/combat series. Like you said, Kane and Visionet, this matchup, yeah, we're seeing this dominated heavily by the projectiles of Kane and the ranged gameplay. And at the same, it's a little bit paradoxical, but Kane finally rushing in and taking out a chunk of that health bar. Again, the efficiency with which BloopBloop plays the game has to be admired, Banjo.
And what I've been saying earlier is going to be the downfall of Kepler, right? Not to mention, it seems like BloopBloop is the only one who does air-to-airs and anti-airs so far in the tournament and does that on a consistent basis. A lot of people have been getting away with all these short hops and full hops and stuff like that, but he's been the one to anti-air, and oh my goodness.
Oh my, I mean, this is, again, the sort of efficiency that we have been seeing all throughout this day. BloopBloop, say what you want about, okay, like the strongest move that Kane has shown thus far is pressing backwards. That being said, it's awful strong. Kepler has not been able to deal with it, even with the beautiful jump-ins and the variance on the timings that Visionet has been able to display, piloted by Kepler. Even then, chip damage not able to do it all the way. The shield holds up, and it's game number one.
They thought
to BloopBloop.
They thought that they were going to be able to get the guard break on that. That's so unfortunate.
I mean, yeah, you're talking about it's Kane not paying it any mind. Our plans are measured in centuries, and now it's Kepler having to crawl out of the dunes themselves. Game number 2 underway, and it's carrying on about as it left off, Banjo.
Definitely, and we see that literally him walking up, just pressing with that far C, trying to get a poke going. Very, very good button on him. Oh my God, dude. Here we go, gonna be able to get the combo right here. Literally full screen, and now, once again, throwing the projectile over and over again. Wants him to kind of just make a choice. Wow, just dash up far C, gonna go into ignition gear, and now orb set up another throw. Do we have another throw after this? No. Gonna make him block instead, and you have to use Rev. There it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you knew that it was having to show up at some point or another, and I mean, BloopBloop is winning these all too comfortably, and yet I do kind of want to, talk about something. Maybe we're going into the realm of theory crafting here, but you were talking about the only way that you beat Kane is if you put him in the corner. Well, how do you do that? You make Kane kind of back up. How is that not working in Visionet's favor? Really not able to capitalize at all on Kane's relatively reserved gameplay, although we are seeing Kane press forward a little bit more in this matchup.
Yes. And it's because he's adjusting the game plan just ever so slightly. And we see that, while Kepler's not in SPG just yet, yep, now in overheat. I like this, gonna make him pay big time for this one. No, but misses the combo after the break. Now both of them are in overheat, but one of them is only at risk to get guard crushed. Which
yep. Yeah, and that's about what happens. Is like, if you're Kepler, I'm maybe going away from the big hops in the corner, because that's how you're giving Kane time to react. You don't really need to do that.
And literally slashing back and forth. Here we go. Like I said, the far C. Oh my God. Here we go. A little set play with the orb, and now you're using Rev to try to shield, and all your defensive resources in this flurry are getting slowly used up, and now you're in overheat. You're in SPG, but still, man, you can't keep blocking this assault from Kane, and he is going to do it over and over again. Gets the guard crush, gets the side switch, gets the sweep. Nothing doing here, but oh my God, good on the overhead. Way to block it. And yes, good Rev blow to try to alleviate the pressure right here. The throw into the corner. Kepler trying to just stay alive right here, but the jumping C not going to be able to do it. Excuse me, jumping B, sorry.
And what were we talking about this entire time? The key to beating Bijounet, catching those jumps that vary so much on the timing and effect, finally getting those anti-airs through, and BloopBloop fully passing the course. All you got to do is walk the carpet and get your diploma in SPG range. A rated PG performance perhaps, and you know that that stands for perfect game. BloopBloop, 3-0 in grand finals. BloopBloop is your Lone Star Combat Fatal Fury City of the Wolves champion.
Very, very well done. Very, very well done. This man, BloopBloop, had it on lockdown ever since they hopped